Evan,
What up, dude?
what's up, man? Where do you live now?
I'm out in Eastlake.
Oh, so you're in Eastlake. Okay. Why did I think you moved to Florida?
I did for a while.
What year did you move out there?
What's that?
What years were you out there? Because we were working out together at Invictus, and then I thought you went from there to Florida, and then you came back.
No. So I went from I left Guam in 2009. Got orders to Jacksonville. Was it 09 to 10? So it was like from 2010 to about 2013.
Okay.
It was about 3
and then
years.
you came to San Diego, and that's when you were in Invictus, and that's when we were working out together.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. All right.
I think Marty and Evan
Good to see you,
should
man.
do this. You guys should do this shirtless. I've seen some some pictures.
Probably Evan, not me.
I don't know. I'm trying to get it off right now.
How's the wife?
Good. We found out that we're gonna have a baby girl in July.
Oh man!
Congratulations.
Thanks. First one.
Is that number one?
Yeah, number one.
Yeah. Awesome, man. Good for you, dude. So we came up with like an agenda for this. You're supposed to bring us up to speed on the last 20 years of what's been going on with you.
Oh, a whole lot.
You're in the Navy, right?
Yeah. Joined in 03. Went to graduated. Obviously, we all graduated 01. Went to Mesa College for a little bit. 9/11 hit. I got academic probation. And then did some stuff and decided to join the Navy in 03, get out of San Diego. I got hooked up with a rescue swimmer, Navy rescue swimmer package. Became a rescue swimmer. Went to Pensacola, Florida for my follow-on training. And then I met my wife there, and we stayed together for a while. Got orders to San Diego to fly in the helicopters that you see flying around in San Diego. And then got orders to Guam. I was flying in Guam for 4 years. Did 3 deployments over in Guam, 2 on the Essex, and then one on the one in flying air ambulance in Iraq.
Wait. You get yours too. Hold on. How was Guam?
Guam was amazing. Guam,
really?
Yeah, it was amazing. It's like a cheap version of Hawaii.
Really?
Yeah. It was fun. It's a little island. You can do everything in like within a week. But I was there for 4 years, so you got to get kind of creative.
Yeah, I have a friend who she grew up there. She's Thai, but she grew up there and she loves it, man.
Yeah, it was good times. Did that. Got orders to shore duty to Jacksonville. Was there for 3 years. And then I came back to San Diego. And then I've been here since.
They put you in all the good spots.
Yeah.
Like they didn't put you in a single bad spot, man.
No, I've had a good career. 17 years in and keep going.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. What were you doing between graduation and joining? Oh, you said you went to Mesa College.
Yeah, I did the continuation of high school in Mesa College because everyone was going. So saw the same faces, but it's a lot different.
Yeah, true that. And are you at work right now?
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
Oh yeah.
It's not an issue for you to do this while you're at work?
Maybe. So I was going to stay my piece real quick, and then we're actually going to try to take off soon, so I can probably get back on.
You still CrossFitting?
Yeah. I'm over at IB, Imperial Beach CrossFit. I followed my buddy Joe Qualls, and he came out of Chula Vista CrossFit, and then he opened up IB, or he bought IB, and then we're working out over there. doing beach
Nice.
wads on Saturdays, and when we're not there, we're swinging kettlebells, and my wife and I got my wife doing some kettlebell workouts.
Did you do the CrossFit Games just recently or no?
No, I know CrossFit athlete, and I'm not in the whole CrossFit Olympics. So I think the CrossFit community kind of screwed up some of the I don't know, but yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah, I'm almost embarrassed to talk about it these days because got people have this weird impression about people who do CrossFit.
Yeah, whatever. That's their opinion.
It's kind of like vegans. Like if you're in CrossFit, I feel like you have to find a way to include it in every conversation.
Hey, once you drink the Kool-Aid, you can't stop.
Yeah,
that's right, man. And that was me sneaking my way in with my CrossFit plug.
So Marty, I heard you had problems with your car, and you're like, "Well, yeah, I was on my way to CrossFit and started making a weird noise."
Yeah.
And you know how I can't live without my WOD, so I
so I just pushed the car the whole way there.
Yeah,
you got to get your fixed in. I'm gonna put exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna push the car.
Yeah, I built a garage gym.
Nice. Yeah, I saw that. Some pictures. You're doing you're rolling around as well.
Yeah. If you're ever up here in Santee, let me know. We'll throw some weights around.
Sick. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe we can take our shirt off and impress Matt over there.
I'm impressed by
this was for you, Matt.
Anyone that does more than one pull-up is impressive to me. I tried CrossFit and they're like started trying to have me like do those kipping pull-ups. Yeah. And I was like, I can't even just hang on the bar and not like move upward at all. Like once I can just
you got that short arm to shoulder ratio, man. You should be able to knock out a couple.
If I have bands holding bands underneath me.
Hey, you got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
I don't believe it, Matt. You look too diesel now to not be able to string out like 7 or 8 pull-ups in a row at least.
Yeah, I told you how much I weigh though. At a 5'10" and 256 pounds, it's not as easy for me to move my weight that way.
Hey, you can probably push.
But isn't like I was just thinking like probably 100 pounds of those is in your arms, isn't it?
No, in my calves. It's in my calves. which is why it's hard for my arms to pull it up to the bar.
That makes sense. Got it. So Evan, you gonna stay in the Navy? How much longer are you gonna be in?
I'm in the Navy till the end of my contract. So 18, 19, 20. I can't math right now. 3 more years is my 20 years. Trying to make chief. So I'm up for chief right now. And then
nice. Congrats, man.
If I make chief, stay in a little longer, get that high three pay.
Yeah. So. That's awesome, man.
Hey, Jackie,
so you're jumping out of helicopters and shit.
I ain't even donuts. No.
Go ahead, Matt.
I was gonna ask Jackie if she has any quick words of wisdom for Evan being a first-time parent and also a parent to a girl.
You're gonna love it while she's a toddler in elementary school. When she gets to middle school and high school, it's gonna test you. But it's the greatest thing. When I was pregnant, both times I cried when I found out I was having girls because I didn't want any girls. and no, like legit, I cried both times. I was very unhappy. And now that I have 2 girls, I honestly could not imagine having boys. Like, they're awesome.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's normal to not want, like, for your baby to be the same gender as you, or because like my wife, when we have our first, she wants a boy, and I'm like, I don't want boys because I am a boy and they're disgusting. Like, I want the
But
opposite.
that's how I feel. That's how I felt. That's exactly how I felt. Like, I didn't want a girl because I know how girls can be. And I didn't want to deal with that whole middle school, high school stage that I'm currently in. So that's the exact same reason. It goes both ways.
I don't want a girl. I can say that. Not that that's a bad thing. It's just I had a sister growing up, and I don't want to deal with that high school stress either again, of having guys calling and having to deal with that. Hopefully maturity and like growing up and actually being a responsible human being now will change my perspective on that if I have a daughter. But yeah, I prefer not to go through that stress again.
Once you're faced with having it and you have no choice, you adapt.
Yep.
And honestly, because my husband was the same way, he always wanted a boy, but he loves being a girl dad.
Oh, I'm sure. Like, there was a lady I met once at a conference, and it was somehow so weird that like in a 20-minute time span, we started talking about kids and like raising girls versus boys. And she made a good point. She said that girls take care of the family when you get older. Like, you can depend on the girls to take care of you. Boys, probably not so much. And I was like, oh, that's right. It's like a long-term investment where, like, you know, I start to fall apart physically. I can rely on my daughter to probably let me move in and, like, you know, sleep somewhere, be taken care of. So there's that too. Probably all the wrong reasons to want to have a daughter, but.
And Evan seems like the kind of guy that when his daughter gets into high school, there's not going to be a lot of guys out there that just want to risk going up against him if they do something to disrespect his daughter. So he's got some built-in persuasion when that happens.
Have you guys decided on a name yet?
Yeah, we have.
Are you allowed to share it?
Is it secret?
No, we're gonna keep it close to the family for now.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's a good one. Fair. It took which is like when my wife and I first started dating, we're like, you know, you want kids? And we're like, yeah. And they were like talking about names. And every time we brought up the name would get stolen. So then we couldn't use that name. Or someone would modify the name, and we were like, damn it, you know, we don't have, like, now that person's gonna use that name. So it's kind of like one of those jinxing things where, jinx, you already said the name, someone's gonna take it. So we kind of had like a little powwow with each other and just said, you know, let's just keep it on the wraps until it's time to have her. So
if I guess it, will you tell me?
No.
It's gonna be Martina. In honor of you, Marty.
Yeah.
July's a good month. My daughter is July 7th.
Okay. Right on. Yeah, I can't wait. It's honestly gonna be amazing. Like July, summer pool parties and birthday parties and all that stuff. So I'm already planning it. Perfect time too. That's she awesome. Graduates from school or whatever, high school, and she'll be in the summertime and off to college or whatever. So I'm already like 20 light years
18
ahead.
years out. Yeah.
I'm already like calculating when she turns 21, I'm going to be 59, so I'll still be able to roll. Jacob, your firstborn. Yeah, I'm out.
That's
no later. Who we got? So, yeah, but right just about to take off from work and get some liberty.
Just so you know, Evan, no matter how cute she is, she's not allowed at the reunion when we have it. just get that out of the way. Just joking. I just want to see how you reacted.
You're crazy.
But you're in San Diego now?
What were your?
Yeah. What's up?
What did you vote on, Evan? Did you vote for a 2022, or did you vote to do something in 2021? For the reunion. We put a poll up.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take a look at the poll. I ain't scared. So whatever happens. If everyone wants to get together, obviously be safe about it. But I'll figure it out and see what happens.
Yeah, what we did is we put a poll up. The options were push it to 2022, where everything is going to open back up and we can do more of a standard reunion.
Yeah.
Or try to like do a bonfire or something like that this year.
Oh, that is sick. I think honestly, probably 2022 might be a little better. But I'll put my numbers in so we get a good consensus.
Yeah, please throw it in there.
Yeah, people,
mostly.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, it just gives people a chance to prepare for it. I guess have everyone come together in one spot instead of saying, "Boom, 2021."
Yeah.
Let's get to Chewy and we'll do something together. Hey, let me I'll jump back in. I'm gonna change out, but yeah, we'll definitely catch up in maybe like 10 minutes. So we can do it early May too.
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, guys.
All right,
yeah.
man.
Later,
man.
Evan's a good dude. He's got a cool wife too. I met her like back in 2013, 2014 when we were all working out at the same gym.
Yeah, I didn't know he knew my uncle and my grandma because they lived on Chateau. You know where that's at, right? In Claremont. So my grandma lived on that street and he lived, I think during high school, a little ways down from there. So just randomly found out that like him and my uncle like knew each other like through fishing and stuff. So I was like, hey. So then like Evan and I like, we already like knew each other from school and stuff, but that was kind of nice to have more of a connection. But yeah, he's always seems like he's in a good mood. I'm sure it's not true, but that's the impression I choose to keep.
Wasn't he in ROTC? I kind of always figured he would end up in the service.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about the ROTC thing, but yeah, you're right. He was the whole time.
If he comes back on, we can ask him what his most embarrassing ROTC moment is. Yeah.
We got to ask him some more questions like that. Are you guys close with Tracy? Can you do you have her number where you could text her to see what's going on with?
I do not, just through Facebook.
Darn it.
I don't have her number either. Did you send her a message through Facebook?
Yeah. So I had added her to the invite through email, but we had been messaging on Facebook to like confirm it. So yeah, she said she got it and was ready to go. This was last week when I sent it out. So, bummer. So
maybe just
shoot
her a message with the new link.
I did. Yeah. But I'm going to the Grand Canyon tomorrow. I had a buddy hit me up last week. He was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about going to hike the Grand Canyon. You want to come with me?" And I was like, "All right, fuck it, let's do it." And now that I have to wake up tomorrow at 4 a.m. to make that 7-hour drive out there, I'm like, fuck, why did I do this? Why did I get myself in this position?
Yeah, you said it's about a 7-hour hike, right?
7-mile hike. So
7 mile.
Probably
that's right.
like
okay.
7-mile hike. So it'll probably be like a 3.5 hour, 4-hour hike, as long as I don't like fall and hurt myself or get bit by anything.
So is that basically just like from the rim down to the base of the canyon?
We're not even doing that.
Okay.
It's like a trail that's just around there. I hope. I don't know. I'm kind of trusting him, but I've only taken out my Tacoma like off-roading once, and so we found some truck off-roading trails out there. So we're gonna go check those out as well, and see what.
Have you been to the Grand Canyon before?
I have. Yeah. It's pretty amazing. I haven't been to the Grand Canyon like the touristy way people do the Grand Canyon. I went out in like 2017, I think, 2016, 2017, to Havasu Falls. Have you guys ever heard of Havasu Falls?
I've heard of it.
It's the Havasupai. Yeah, it's the Havasupai Native American reservation, and it has. You're in the Grand Canyon, and the canyons are like copper, like penny copper colored, but the water is turquoise green, like turquoise blue green. It's absolutely beautiful, and it comes out of a spring in the canyon, and it's like a sacred spring that no one is allowed to go see, but like tribal elders. You have to drive there, hike in 12 miles just to the town. It's the most remote town in the country. It's the only town that still gets their mail delivered on horseback. So you have to hike in 12 miles to the town, get your permit, and then hike another 2 miles to the campsite. And then while you're at the campsite, there's like 10, 12 different waterfalls, all different kinds of waterfalls down there, like huge, huge, beautiful waterfalls, to like these shorter ones that have like, you know, like these weird, like jacuzzi, like honeycomb style, like pockets in it that you can just sit in and chill, to like cliff jumping off of it into the river, into the water, stuff like that. But it's a 4 mile hike down to the furthest, and then a 4 mile hike back. And it's not like you're on a trail, like you're scaling a cliff, and you're like, part of the trail is through the river. So like, you know, for like a mile, you're in the river just trudging through. And you got to go down there and then, you know, experience it down there and then hike back 4 miles. So it's an 8 mile round trip to the furthest waterfall back to the campsite. So we went down there and we did that. That was my in the Grand Canyon experience. This will be more like see the Grand Canyon like most people see the Grand Canyon. So I'm excited for that. Excuse me. Damn.
It sounds like one of those
sounds amazing.
Sounds like one of those horror movies where it's like the found footage, and it's just like these videos of like Marty like splashing in the water, and then like looking behind him because he hears the noise, and then like the camera goes black, and like some other one has like retraced Marty's steps to find where.
Yeah, you just find like my GoPro, and then like take the chip out and like watch the distorted videos and things like that, and then like my campsite with like blood splattered on the tent, but no other signs of me.
I'm bummed I couldn't go with you. It sounds fun, but
yeah, honestly, guys, I don't know if you've been feeling this way, but I just I needed to get out. Like I just wanted to go and do something, like be out, see something amazing, visually stunning or something like that. I felt like, so when my buddy Paul hit me up, I was like, oh, it's a good thing. I just need to go do something, even though it's a 7 hour drive there and a 7 hour drive back. I just need to go and do something like that and be out there.
I feel that way.
I don't know why.
There's like some mountains that are like an hour and a half from us, and we'll go up there and like rent a cabin. But just the difference between like being like in the forest and the mountains and being in the city, like you can kind of just feel like the stress just kind of melt away off of you for a while. Like you don't even have to do anything, just like the change in the environment. So yeah, I get it.
I've been feeling that way too. We actually, yes, 2 days ago, I ended up booking a cruise for 2022 because I just need a vacation to look forward to. Like,
yeah, totally.
Absolutely. Where's the cruise going?
This one leaves Port Canaveral in Florida, and it goes to Costa Maya, Mexico, and to the Grand Cayman Islands, and to the Bahamas, and then back to Port Canaveral.
That sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
I did my first cruise in 2018. That was really fun.
This will be my third. The first cruise I went on is the cruise my husband actually proposed to me on. And then the second cruise that we went on, we did as a family. We went on a Disney cruise like 6 years ago. And so now this one we booked is another Disney cruise. We had such a great time that we decided to stick with them.
Is it less expensive now?
Yes and no. How Disney operates is if it is a prime date, they will jump the price. So they know when the school kids are on their winter breaks and their spring breaks. So during those particular days, this same cruise you can find for literally a third of the price if you were to go a different date. So we always go off, like we don't go during those crazy busy times. My kids, luckily, they get 3 weeks for winter break. So we use that third week when everybody's already back at school to do our vacations.
Do you like having do you prefer like the more like structured, organized vacations, or is it a mix between that and just kind of like setting off in your car and like figuring out where you're going like while you're on the road?
I like having some structure. So I can have an element of spontaneity, but I need to like have some control.
Marty, you seem like you just like on a Friday night decide you want to go someplace and then like pack it up and figure it out like as you're on the go, or do you do both?
No, I've been thinking about this trip all week and like what I have to do for it, but I haven't done any of it. So tonight at like, I don't know, probably around 6 a.m. or 6 p.m. I'll feel enough anxiety about it that I'll get up and like start packing and like getting everything ready and go fill gas so that I can just pop up at 4 a.m. and hop in and start driving.
That's how I am. So my wife like made a rule that if we're going on vacation or trips, like she does all the packing, she does like the planning and stuff. And if like we have to call places and figure things out, she'll let me do that because she doesn't like talking to people on the phone. But she knows if it was up to me, like I would just like pack the night before, and then like if I didn't have stuff, I'd have to like go to Walmart at 10 p.m. to get it or whatever.
Is that a wife thing? I feel like I'm my wife's secretary. She wants me to call people. She wants me to email people. She doesn't want to have to do any communication with anybody that we book anything with or that we buy anything from or that does any services for us.
Is she more an introvert than you are?
Yeah, she's more of an introvert than I am. Yeah, I don't know. She just, like the other day, she's like, hey, can you email the place where we're going to board the dogs to make sure that they can take our dogs? And I was like, why can't you? Why can't you just send that email? Like, you dealt with them, you know who they are. She was like, I just want you to do it. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's just you pull up your phone and you just type it up and hit send. But like I get 99% of that work for some reason. 99.99% of that work for some reason is on me.
I think it varies. I think it depends on what the call is regarding. Like if I'm gonna have to fight with somebody, I want to be in control of that. Like I don't want to leave it up to him. Like I just let me handle that. But if it's just like, oh, can you call to request another trash pickup? No, you can do that. I don't want to do that.
I think it sounds like you look forward to the possibility of a fight on the phone. Is there some pent up aggression? Well, and you're just like, please just make this difficult.
That's what I do all day. No, that's just what I do all day. I work for an insurance company, an auto insurance company, and I'm in the coverage department. So I'm the person that if you get in a car accident and there's a problem, like you didn't pay your bill or somebody's driving your car that's not supposed to be, I'm the person that does that investigation and basically tells you there's no coverage because you effed up. So I'm used to having these conversations with people. So I'd rather just take control and handle that.
That
And I
reminds
guess I'm
me
a
of,
little bit more sorry. I guess I'm a little bit more like defensive than my husband's very chill, hates conflict, avoids it at all costs, where I'm the person who, if there's a problem, I'm going to let you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
it reminds me of point 3 on the agenda that I sent to you guys. I noticed, I think it was like in one of our, I don't remember if it was last week or the week before. I think, Marty, you and I were talking about something, but it just happened to like flash to Jackie's screen. And like, she just kind of had this like eyebrow raise, like something we said was upsetting. And like, it's a familiar eyebrow raise because my mom does it and my wife does it. So as soon as like I saw it on her face, like I automatically started getting nervous because I was like, oh crap, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. Jaclyn, you've got the like see into my soul look. You can do that. And I feel like you're reading all my deepest, darkest secrets. And it's uncomfortable, but it's powerful.
It's just like a
well, Marty,
like
you were the one
eyebrow.
who said, hey, Marty, you told me that we were connected.
Yeah.
You wrote that in my yearbook.
I did say that, and I believed it. I didn't say it because I didn't believe it. What else is on the agenda, Matt? For some reason I can't find it now.
I guess just being super reading off the script. So Marty, was there anything exciting happened to you this week? Jackie, anything exciting for you this week?
I got offered a job today.
Oh, really? Like after deciding?
Somebody's joining.
Oh.
Yeah, Evan's back on. Yeah, I was working today and I got an email from a guy, one of the competitors of my company, the CEO of one of my competitors, and he was like, hey, I'm meeting with someone who referred you to me as I'm looking to hire somebody like you. Do you want to join my meeting right now? And I was like, okay, sure. And he literally sent me a Zoom link and I logged in and it was him and his chief technology officer and a board member of his company. And he's like, Marty, nice to meet you. I'd like to introduce you to your new team. And I was like, oh, okay. Hi guys. Nice to meet you. What's going on? And he went into his like pitch to try to sell me on joining their company. But there's no way that's happening. But that was nice.
Are you immune to all that kind of stuff now, like working in the industry you are? Because I feel like when I talk to like CEOs and CTOs and stuff like that for jobs, like since I've like usually like lower on the totem pole, I guess. So like when they like start doing that, like welcome to the team, like I'm actually like, oh, I am a part of the team, aren't I? Like you just sold me right now just by like being so nice to me. Like, yeah, I'll quit my job and join your job. You're so nice.
Yeah, no, they offered me a cool position, but I was like, hey guys, I just I nearly quit my job a couple weeks ago, and they offered me a big pay raise and a promotion. So, like, I don't know if you're going to be able to, get close to what it's going to take to get me to leave that behind. And he was like, no, we'll send you a really, compelling compensation package and da da da. And I was like, okay. I always kind of take it with a grain of salt. And then he literally just emailed me saying, Marty, I just started plotting some details and I want to be very accommodating. They'll also need this to work for both of us. So can you please give me an idea of how you think the first 6 to 9 months will look? And he's like, wants to know what kind of business I could bring over and sign up and like how much revenue I would generate. And that just like makes me tired. Like reading that, I'm just like, if you really want to hire me, man, send me an offer. Don't put me through this and waste my time with this stuff. So
I'd be like, well, thanks, Jack. My day usually starts with me arriving 5 to 10 minutes late. I spend about 15 minutes in the break room getting some coffee that you provide. And then if I have to use the bathroom, I might do that and be in there for another half hour before I'm actually at my desk.
Yep. Evan, what kind of car are you driving, man?
I got a 2011 F-150 first gen 3.5 EcoBoost.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Beasting out.
Yeah.
Beasting out,
yeah,
man.
Little FX2. I came back from deployment, and my wife got me a present and put on a leveling kit and some big tires.
Nice,
So
man.
she hooked up with Doug and Robert over at ORW, and we got me a sweet deal.
Just please promise
Awesome,
me
dude.
you don't have a pair of silicone nuts hanging off the back of your hitch.
No. I'm not that redneck.
Okay, cool.
I'm not that Floridian.
Good.
No,
Florida
I
thing,
dropped.
a lot of people don't know.
Oh yeah. No, I dropped my California residency super fast, and I became a Florida resident. So, I'm a born again Floridian.
Wait a second. You mean you're paying Florida taxes? You're not paying California taxes?
I am paying no taxes, my man. Florida's tax free, so I am paying no state taxes. So when I joined the Navy, obviously I hadn't met my wife yet, but it was like a good 3 years I was paying California state tax, and they were taking money out of my paycheck, interest free. So I wasn't, I couldn't apply to anything. I just had to collect it at the end of the year. And my mom was like, hey, why don't you just become a Florida resident? It's tax free,
That's what I loved about Florida, man.
Oh yeah. And it's amazing. It's a blessing in disguise, because everyone over in California is paying at least almost, probably $1,000, I guess, on, getting their stickers every year. I'm paying $400. It's all depends on the weight and how big your vehicle is, and California's just gonna rake you over the coals and take your money.
Yeah.
So
yep.
Yeah, I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Could you ever move back to Florida? I feel like Florida is one of the few states I can move back to. Like, I really like Tampa.
Yeah, we're trying to. So her mom and dad are down in. Yeah. I love San Diego. I'm not a fan of California, but we're definitely gonna move back to Florida. Definitely.
Nice.
Her mom and dad are down in Miami, and her sister is in Pensacola. So we're either between.
Wow, cool
depending
spot.
on what I can. Yeah. So anywhere between those two cities, or staying one or the other. Probably Pensacola. We're down.
Yeah, Pensacola is nice and like still affordable.
No, very affordable. Very affordable. The living out there is cheap compared to California. Gas is amazing, and we can sell our house and buy a bigger house.
A lot bigger.
A lot more land. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have a 3-story 1,800 square foot house built vertically. But the third story is like a loft, kind of like the entertainment gaming area. And it's doing us pretty good right now. But we bought in 13, I think, and we're doing really well right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn, you and Jaclyn, man. You and Jaclyn bought at the right times, man.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. I think at that time it was a seller's market for you, Jaclyn?
It was a buyer's market.
Buyers, yeah. I get the two mixed. I just like, yeah, here's the money. We want a house.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was good. It took us a while. It was a weird story. I was doing some training up in Washington, and the entire time I was up there, my wife was going around with a realtor trying to find a house, and we couldn't. No one would take our bait. There's a couple companies out here. One of them was the ones that does all the remodeling and puts the red door on like the older houses. I don't know if you guys seen that in San Diego. But there's a bunch of companies that were putting in their bids higher than what the actual buyer can afford. And I went through the VA, so there's some specifications going through the VA to buy a home, and other people were taking the cash offer instead of the VA offer. And so we were having a hard time finding a house. So we're living with my mom, and I was like let's get on to base housing. Let's check out base housing for a little bit, and then we'll buy a house. Not even 3 months within base housing, a friend of ours at Invictus, he's now at Humanity. He said, "Hey, I got a house for you guys," and he took me over, and I saw it, and I fell in love. When he said there's a third story with the big old view, I was like, "I'm down. Let's buy." And it's pretty nice, man. We've done a lot of stuff to it. So like the estimate on Zillow, it has the old pictures. So the old pictures is what's making the house go up a little bit. And we've done a lot of stuff inside and out. So I can't imagine what the estimate's going to be when we sell.
Dude, let me tell you, man, my buddy's in escrow right now on a house, and houses that were priced at $650, we're going for 120 over asking.
Yep.
Like, what the F is going on here? 120 over asking? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's absolutely nuts. So, yeah. But interest rates are going back up. I think because interest rates are like ticking back up, people are like panicking and like trying to get in while it's still kind of low. And so they're just driving the market super insane right now. But when interest rates get back up into like the more like normal zone that they're usually at, like probably even the fours was low. I mean, the first house I bought in 2005, my interest rate was 7.25. My interest rate on my house right now is 3.3. I know that was right before the housing bubble, like right before the crash. So interest rates were like ridiculous. So my interest rate now is 3.3. And so I think as they go back up, we're going to see not like, I don't know, not a crash, but maybe like a leveling out of the craziness with selling a house right now. But I'm even tempted to like put my house on the market, make $150,000 off of it, and like just rent for a little bit to see, what happens with the housing market. But it's too crazy out there. It's too unpredictable.
You guys wouldn't believe how much people in Arizona hate people from California. Because because there was a lot of houses, and there's a lot of housing development or subdivision stuff going up out here. And people out here are getting loans trying to get houses. And then someone was saying it was like California, Oregon, and like some people from New York, they'll come and they'll offer cash at 60 to 80,000 more than what the house is being sold for. So like people that are getting loans out here, like residents of Arizona, can't get houses because there's just a bunch of people from out of state coming down, just throw in 80K, 60 to 80 extra cash on top of what that. So, and of course, like people that are selling houses are going to go for that. They're not going to go for someone that's going to like give maybe 5 or 10 over through a loan.
We had a similar problem when we were looking, even though it was a buyer's market, there was a lot of investors taking advantage of that at that time. And we searched for 2 years, and we were getting outbidded by all cash offers. And honestly, when we got our house, we have a kind of a similar story. We looked at over 72 houses. And I know that for a fact because I took pictures of every house we went to. So I have like a whole thing. And I was like, it's not our time. Let's stop. So I gave up. My husband apparently didn't give up on the side. He kept going online and checking the listings. And he saw one that he liked and put an offer on it without telling me.
Whoa. Ballsy.
And his best friend was our realtor. So the lady who was selling the house, she was like interested in our offer, and he told me, yeah, she's willing to accept our offer. Do you want to go see the house? And so I went and looked at the house, and it literally hit every single check mark on what we wanted, and we bought it. So
nice.
it was a little awkward of a situation because he shouldn't have done that, but it all worked out.
You raised your eyebrow so hard when he told you.
It was probably more than my eyebrow.
Oh, hey, Evan, Matt wanted to ask you, what was the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you in ROTC at Madison?
Or high school in general.
Oh, man. Wow. I don't know. I think I was pretty like on my A game with ROTC. Shoot,
Or
I don't know,
Madison
man.
in general?
Madison in general, maybe. I remember we were performing in one of the choir concerts. I jumped off of one of the boxes and I landed on my ankle. And I rolled my ankle pretty bad, but it really wasn't like an embarrassment to the audience because I was in the back.
Did you fall to the ground like in the back behind other people?
Oh yeah. I collapsed and I was cussing while everyone was singing. I was cussing and hobbling off the stage like a retard. I was like, oh my god, yeah, my ankle blew up like a softball. Yeah,
Marty, did you
I
just
don't know,
get more
man.
casual?
What's that?
I said, did you just like go off video to get more casual in a different part of the house?
Mr.
I did.
Yeah,
my wife.
He's like, hey guys, what's going on? I didn't change positions.
So like, I should have like a painting thing where I'm like painting and like talking to you guys. No, my wife. She came out. She's doing a Zoom meeting for work, and she was like, I can hear you talk. And she's running the meeting. And she's like, I can hear you talking. You need to like go somewhere else. And so that's why I moved over here, because I don't want to stress her out while she's doing her meeting.
That makes sense.
That's a funny story, Devin. That's funny.
It's
what
weird
was yours,
how,
Matt?
Probably the most.
Oh, Matt. I don't know. It wasn't I don't think anyone else, like, it wasn't because it involves like other people knowing about it. I'm almost hesitant to talk about it because the person.
Well, now you have to, dude.
I don't know. It makes me nervous because the person it involves was talking to you on the last Facebook post. So I don't want to.
What the heck?
Well, I guess I can. Okay. So I think it was 11th grade. Like I hadn't really gone to school dances or anything. So like, I didn't know how y'all danced at school dances when you went.
Oh.
So like, because I had like the biggest crush on Colleen. So like, and I don't remember if it was like a junior dance or if it was like junior prom or whatever, but it was just like me and a bunch of like I think it was like Tristan, Dennis Lee, like we just kind of like went to the dance just like a group of guys just to do whatever. And like again, like I didn't know how to dance. I'd never danced or anything. So I was like out there trying to dance, and I think Colleen like came up and tried to dance with me. And like I didn't know how the particular type of dance I wasn't familiar with. So I responded in a way that it wasn't disrespectful. It was just super embarrassing because she was like trying to dance with me, and like she like was like backing up into me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. Like I don't know what to do with my body or my hands. So like I just turned around. She probably doesn't even remember, but like I like turned around and like put my butt on her and like start moving my butt around, and I'm like, and then like, but next year, like senior year, I like finally knew. Like I started watching other people what they were doing, and I was like, oh, that was like completely the wrong thing to do in this situation. That was my
I
most.
love
That's a
But
good story,
tell
Matt.
stories.
that was like, yeah, but I don't even think anyone like knew about it besides like her, and she probably doesn't remember. But yeah, that just like sums up my awkwardness with school in general. But either
Yeah,
that or getting
that's a
hit
perfect
by the
Matt
car.
story.
Getting hit by the car was pretty embarrassing. Do you remember? Do you remember Lorena? I don't remember her last. I think Pastor. I think that was,
Oh, I do remember. Yeah.
yeah. So, like, cause me and those Darren and John, like, we had played music and we like we're in talent shows and like we played music in some of the plays and stuff. So I had actually like I liked Melanie Bruce at the time, but she was into Darren because Darren was like the surfer guy with like the broad shoulders and like he took his shirt off and just had like muscles everywhere. So they're like, oh, let's go on a double date. We're gonna go to Claremont Town Square, like see some movie or whatever. So it was like Melanie going with Darren, and then she had like asked Lorena if she wanted to go with me. So it was like the four of us, and we were walking in the movie theater. I saw another guy from school driving in the parking lot, and I started yelling at him, and he threw his car in reverse. And I decided to play chicken with him. Sorry, my son got a call, but so I was gonna play chicken with him in the parking lot, like on our way into the movie. And I didn't get out of the way in the car in time, and he hit me with his car. And I like it, like apparently I like flew through the air like pretty far. Like an ambulance came, it tore 3 of the ligaments in my knee in half, and like I didn't know what to do, and I was like, oh, like you know, maybe Lorena will like have pity on me, and that'll like make her like me more, and she'll be my girlfriend. And she never talked to me once the rest of like the time I was at Madison. I don't know if it traumatized her, but like so I don't know, that sucked pretty hard. That wasn't embarrassing as much as it was painful and kind of changed the course of my life for like 3 years.
Yeah. That's amazing, dude. That's a crazy story. What a trip. I don't remember the car thing, man. I don't remember hearing about you getting hit by a car.
Do you remember like senior year? I think like you don't remember being in like a leg brace or anything?
I do remember that. So that's what I remember you having surgery. Yeah. So that's what it was.
Yeah, that was after like the second or third surgery, and then like I had to do school from home, and son Wynn had to like come over after school and like tutor me in math so I could keep up with the math class I was in with them. And
what a good dude son was, wasn't he? Such a good guy.
Yeah, we should have him on. That'd be fun.
Yeah, we got to track him down and get him on.
I don't think he's a part of
know.
the group. There's a lot of people that aren't a part of the group on Facebook.
We should you should get Robert and Doug. Those guys are a trip. They all work together.
We could just have
Doug Ebba.
Yeah, Doug Ebba. They're on they work at ORW.
And then which Robert? Robert.
Why am I?
Kaufman?
Oh my God. No, not Kaufman. Why am I drawing a blank? He's my best man. Fuck. What's his last name?
That's hilarious.
Oh, Frankfurt.
Yeah, Frankfurt. Yeah, Robert Frankfurt.
Yeah.
Jesus, I'm a retard.
Yeah,
Robert Frankfurt.
Yeah, we should just. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous to like ask people if they want to join the group or like join these conversations, because then like I don't want to find out that they don't want to, or that they don't care anymore about high school. But yeah, Doug and Robert want to come on. We just need to start. Like, do you guys think we should just like reach out to people that were in our class that aren't a part of the group, and see if they want to they want to join?
Yeah,
it's gonna be the only way to get like everyone in a reunion.
I think we kind of need to market at as I think a lot of people are afraid to get on because they think we're going to talk about the reunion and they're going to that they have to commit to being a part of the committee. And I think at this point, this podcast has pretty much developed into just like a catch up. It's a Madison, where are they now type of thing. It's aside from the reunion. Yeah, we touch on that, but that's not the focus of this podcast at this point.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Well, I can put it out on when I post this video, I'll put it out that like Evan nominated those guys, and we can do it kind of like whoever joins has to nominate somebody else to participate. Like remember like that ice bucket challenge or something like that? That was going crazy like in the last 10 years. I can't remember.
Well, it'll be like a good way to catch up, but also like if Robert and Doug know people that aren't like in the group, like there might be people that just don't know any of this stuff is happening. So like, I guess through kind of the marketing it that way, like if they tell friends they're going to be on that or that there's a group, then we could get more people actually interested in everything as a whole, not just not using people for the purposes of their union, but just kind of reconnecting with people that might not know we're trying to do it to begin with.
I agree.
Yeah. Good idea. Do you have their contact info, Evan?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I got them.
Yeah, I'll message you privately after this, and if you can give me like their phone numbers, I'll call them too if we can't get in touch with them any other way.
Okay.
Not that anybody answers the phone anymore. They'll probably think I'm just a guy calling about their car warranty or something like that.
Oh my God. Yeah, I got that yesterday. I had to be an asshole. I had to be an asshole. Like I actually sat there and waited for someone to answer the phone. And I knew it was a call center. And like the person picks up and you hear this whoop, and then you hear a bunch of people talking in the background. I'm like, all right, let's see where you're at. What part of this world are you from? And the person finally answered, and I said, hey, do me a favor and take me off your fucking list. Tired of your phone calls. And there was no speaking after that, and they hung up. But I always like watching like the YouTube videos of dudes just like dragging on the conversation with the fake IRS agent or a warranty guy or something. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I got bored one night and fell into the endless YouTube video watching, and this guy actively hacked into a fake IRS call center. And as he's like talking to them, he's getting into their network, and one by one, he's destroying their network. And the guy on the phone was the last dude on the phone, and everyone else in the background on the phone call was freaking out because their systems went down. And they started like going back and forth. It's like, how do you like that? I just destroyed your entire network. And he went boop and killed the conversation.
See, I'm not allowed to answer our door anymore because I've changed our internet service provider 3 times in the last year because when they go door to door, I can't say no.
So you can't say no?
No. So my wife is like, whenever the doorbell rings, she's like, look through the peephole, and if it's a real person, don't answer it. Like, we can't, like, I don't want to switch our cable or our phone or like I don't want to change any of our services.
That's why you got to get the Ring camera, dude, the Ring doorbell, so that you can see who's there, and you can just tell them through that, like, no, I'm not interested, and then cut them off.
Yeah, I want to install one of those. We just started like updating our lights and stuff to where it's like connected to Google Home, so I can just walk around the house talking to Google to like change the light. Like, hey, like, hey Google, put the lights at 10%.
Yeah, that's fun, man. I love doing that stuff.
You got the Google Nest?
Yeah, but then sometimes it freaks me out because it'll be like late at night And then I'll see like the lights of the Google, like whatever the Google Nest thing, like it'll light up, and she'll be like, "What was that? I didn't hear you." And I'm like, "No one said." I'm like, "You're spying on me. I know you're spying on me."
Oh, they totally are, man. I have a Amazon, and like all week, Ellen has been like, "Yeah, you need to make sure you buy a hat for when you go to the Grand Canyon, and like get sunblock and da da da." And now when I'm scrolling through my phone, like on web, just reading articles and stuff, I get advertisements for hats and for sunblock and for like, Columbia, like pants, hiking pants and stuff like that. Like, man.
Yeah,
But
they take your browsing history and they add it to the algorithm, and that's how they get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it ever
I
blow your
unplug
mind?
the one in our every night. I unplug the one in our room. I only plug it in when I need to use it.
There's nothing quite like when you're in the middle of making love with your spouse, and all of a sudden the lights of your Alexa or your Google come on. Seriously, it makes me nervous. I don't like it at all. But it's so convenient. I'm willing to give up my privacy for the convenience of controlling my lights.
Exactly.
But you can do it from your phone
turn on my TV.
too. In the Google app, you can do it from your phone. So even though I have the one in our room unplugged, you can just go to the Google Home app or whatever and control it there. Turn the light on, off, do whatever you want to do.
Oh, okay. Does it blow your guys' mind that like when we were in high school, we were still calling people on our landlines? I don't think it was. I didn't get the internet until like I think the last half of senior year. That was like my first.
I had internet, but I didn't get a cell phone until I went to college.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, same. When I left, when I graduated and then going to Mesa, I had my little flip phone, a little Nokia flip phone.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I had a pager all throughout high school.
Yeah,
that was
I remember. I remember the conversation with my mom. I was like, "Hey, Mom, yeah, I want one of those phones that's like a pager and like a phone all in one. I can get text messages and I can call people." And she's like, "You mean a cell phone?" And I'm like, "Yeah, one of those." Like I went to the. I was like, "Yeah, sweet, Mom, you're gonna give me a phone." And it was we got it what is Singular in Claremont Square over there by Michael's.
Yep.
Yeah, I was like, "Yeah, all right, get a cell phone." It felt cool because it had a camera and all that jazz. So dumb.
Evan, did you have a job in high school?
Yeah, I bounced around a couple times. So Doug, Robert, and I worked at the Family Fun Center off of Claremont,
that's right.
Claremont Mesa. And then my mom told me to quit that job because I spent too much money on the arcade. I really wasn't. I was going in the negative. I wasn't saving money. And then I worked at Pacific Theaters for a while in Claremont Square. So
I think I remember you working there.
For a little bit. Yeah. Yep. And then what was I doing at the tail end of high school? I don't know what I was doing. I don't think I had a job. I was doing like work ready stuff where I got paid that day. I did labor.
Yeah.
That little town area where it has the Cuban Cafe. It's over by Madison. Like on my side. Yeah. So the Motel 6, that real grungy Motel 6 off Claremont.
Yeah.
So that shopping center right next to it, there was labor ready. So I went there for a while. And then I got into construction. And I was like, when I graduated, I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I know I want to go in the military, but I don't know if I wanted to do it now. And then, one thing led to another. And I joined. But yeah, I had a bunch of odd end jobs. I did some construction right before I joined the Navy. I worked with my mom at an animal health facility, washing cages and stuff. So, you know, whatever paid the bills, I was doing it legally.
Right.
nothing illegal. But
Hey, I gotta hop off and get back to work, guys.
All right, buddy.
So we've reached the hour threshold.
Yeah, we're a little over now, so I'll get this processed and uploaded tonight for everybody's enjoyment. And Evan, you're nominating who again? Robert Frankfurt?
Yeah, Robert Frankfurt and Doug Ebba. See if those guys will get on.
Robert Frankfurt, Doug Ebba. I'll message you, or when you get a chance, when you park, send me their numbers in Messenger, and I'll hit them up.
Cool.
Thanks
All right,
for
folks. Hey,
joining
Evan, it was
us,
good to catch up with you, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, Evan.
Good to see you guys. No worries.
Join anytime you want, man.
Yeah, well, I'll jump on. I'll have to jump in my trucks, and not everyone in my office will see what's going on.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. You guys have a good one. Have a good weekend. Be safe.
All right.
You too.
Later, guys.
Bye.